Hello, welcome to this full moon read. This is for the collective. We'll see what's coming in and how it might affect us. Okay, starting with justice. Very much balancing things out, very much about bringing things to the surface, clearing the way, getting rid of all the junk. That's what I'm feeling. It's not always the case with the justice card, but this is feeling very much like trying to ensure that, the Hierophant, wow. Look, these two are so very similar. They've both got the crowns, the red robes. They're both carrying the tools of their position, showing their authority and their wisdom and their experience in their respective fields. Very Pope-like, that Hierophant, a lot of Pope energy. And interestingly, I'm getting this flavour that this new Pope is going to bring in some balancing energy. There's a feeling of, he's all about social justice apparently, or social equality. I don't know. I don't pay a lot of attention to the news, to politics, to religion. I'm very much focused on my own spiritual journey, but this has got that flavour to it of finding a way to balance the scales for the everyday person at a really high level. 7 of Pentacles, there's a degree of assessing where we've come from, what needs to happen in order to move forward. This is still feeling very much on this high level. I thought I was doing an individual personal read. This feels very high level. So this guy, this Pope, this person in authority, he's going to be assessing where his predecessors have come, where they've come collectively so far, what they've done, and whether they can move forward from that platform or whether they need to choose a new direction, a new path to take. But this is an assessing moment. This is a moment of pause to really look at, it's card of materiality. So he's really looking at both their finances, their position in the world, the work that they do, and whether they want to continue in exactly the same way or make some changes to perhaps make things a little easier going forward and a little bit fairer with that Justice card. Ace of Swords. Ooh, that really, instantly, this felt like it was really connected with that Justice card. Never felt this before, but this is this is the sword of justice. This is the sword of justice and truth. Wow, this is a really powerful message. Okay, this is about really the highest level truth. This sword is piercing this crown. It's coming from the sky. This is a sword from heaven, basically. If we're talking about religious circles, this is a sword from the universe, piercing this crown chakra, piercing the sky. This is the highest level of truth that this justice is planning to balance, to mete out, to ensure that that highest level of truth is utilized during this process. Ooh, big message. Wasn't expecting this. 2 of Cups. I keep getting religious symbolism. This is so strange. I'm not a religious person, but this was like what happens in churches. Oh gosh, Tower at the bottom of the deck. Big shake-ups going on. This is like, when the priests give the cup for parishioners to drink from, it has this flavour for me. There's like a sharing of this higher wisdom with those that are on the same level. This feels like we're being met at our level, and it's a real heart connection. This is, whatever this is, this feels really, really positive. I've never paid attention to the Pope, never paid attention to the church. I don't really know what's going on. But this is like this person who's now in this position of power and authority. He's absolutely determined to bring the highest level of justice and balance into his congregation, is it called? The community. He wants people to be all on the same level, to be on an equal footing, sharing this compassion, this heart, becoming one, this caduceus, 2 snakes twining into one. Whatever's going on, this Pope, I'm assuming it's the Pope. It feels like the Pope. He's really got big high-level plans for the globe. I feel like he's going to, just kind of, the whole deck sort of split in two, and this was at the bottom, the Emperor. He's determined to make much more of an impact on the world than just overseeing the Catholic community. This is a powerful foreteller of change, is what I'm feeling. That Tower card at the bottom of the deck before as well. This is a portent for change. Big shake-ups going on. I didn't think the Pope had like that much power at a sort of global level, but I'm feeling like he's got, wow, big reach, but a big heart. Like there's a determination to make this come from the highest level of truth with that Ace of Swords. This is a justice at a really high level. So curious for someone who's not remotely religious to get such symbolism. Is quite funny. That's really funny. But I guess it's in the collective consciousness at the moment with the appointment of that new Pope. So that's what I'm picking up on. That's what the cards are showing me. It's really interesting. Knight of Swords flipped out. Oof. Wheel of Fortune. The Destiny Wheel. Wow. I was just thinking about the fact that the Catholic Church is not exactly renowned for being wholly transparent. And there have been a lot of scandals and historically a lot of crazy stuff. But that doesn't negate the fact that this feels like a good person, someone who wants to make really, really positive change in the world. So, I mean, he's up against a massive challenge, but it feels like he's kind of got his faith on his side. So this Knight of Swords, he's coming in hard and fast. He wants to make changes quickly. This can be quite a reckless card, but I feel like coming underneath this Seven of Pentacles, this actually feels quite grounded in reality, in truth, in heart with that Two of Cups. That Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, it's like he's holding this Ace of Swords. He's holding this sword of truth is what I'm feeling. I don't normally get that. You can sometimes get recklessness with the Knight of Swords, but this in this case, this feels like this Hierophant is just charging forward. He's got big ideas. He's thought about this for a really long time. And now that he's in position, he's going to take a breath and just fly. He's just sweeping changes is what I got. Really fast moving, dramatic shifts. And that Wheel of Fortune, it's like this has been a long time coming. This wheel is turning and it's like now is the time. Let me just pull some clarifiers. We've got the Chariot that just flipped over. Yeah, he's okay. What I'm feeling is he's trying to pull these two horses into line. It's like there's people on either side of the fence. They're completely different. They want to go in two different directions, and he's having to really keep them in line to drive them forward. And he's driving as fast as this Knight of Swords in this card. He wants them to keep flying forward, but he's having to use all of his power to keep them going in the same direction. I'm feeling like that it's at a really, really high level. It's like he's holding the reins of the horses that are, country level, global level, two different perspectives on existence. Like it's massive. This is kind of a massive deal that's going on here. The Hanged Man, he's got this, this is very much about balance with that Justice card in this particular card, because he's doing a yoga pose. This is the union and a balance of body, mind, spirit, and heart. And he's holding himself strongly in that position on his own. He's not relying on anyone else around him, but he trusts his own inner wisdom, and he's taking time out to see things from a new perspective. He's gained this enlightenment. He's not coming into this blind. He's not doing this from a space of delusion or misguided benefaction. He's coming into this fully aware of the challenge facing him. And he's trusting in himself to hold this balance, to hold this pose, to hold this line and carry this sort of truth. What was the card that was underneath there? It was the Magician. We had the Magician at the bottom of the deck when that one came out as well. So yeah, he's mastering his reality. He's mastering the reality around him. He's in charge. He's calling the shots. There's a lot of transformation with that Magician. A lot of higher wisdom with the feathers. It's like being blessed by angels. I didn't pull that magician card out because I still have one more card as these clarify. So we'll see what comes out now. If the magician wants to come out again, it will come out again. Wow. Oh, wow. We've got the King of Cups and at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. What a power couple. That's huge. That's again, so much balance. So that Queen of Cups and the King of Cups has both the yin and the yang energy. I saw the King of Cups earlier. I've got King of Swords earlier, Queen of Swords here. That Magician again underneath. Just so much power and so much heart coming into play. The fact that the King of Cups came out as the main message card here with the Queen of Cups underneath says to me that he's being ruled by his heart and his intuition and that real depth of understanding and compassion. But externally, he's got more of an authority with his King of Cups. He's the calm over the stormy seas. This guy's solid and steady and safe on his island. He's not bothered by the stormy seas and the clouds coming in, sweeping in that storm behind him or in front of him. He's just calling in his disciples. He's calling across the seas with his conch to bring in the love. This is all about love and compassion, and he's such an authority here. Very emotionally balanced, very, very stable in his own sense of self and his strength and his faith. All of this is allowing him to control those two wild horses trying to pull him in two different directions. This wheel is turning. This is a massive, massive read. I was not expecting this. This was a full moon read for everyone. So, wow. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but if you do, I apologize that it was not a more personal read, but wow, big stuff.